also never get old.
Wait, hold on. What do you mean I'll never get old? Now I'm scared for our guest.
Yeah, you're right. Aaron, would that be kind of crazy if you just lived forever?
Well, we're here with Sessions with Mary Jane.
Yeah, I'm sorry, just really high. Yeah, we're Sessions with Mary Jane.
Sessions with Mary Jane.
I was going to introduce our guest first and then backtrack.
Yeah.
That was what I was trying to do there. But anyway, you guys
yeah,
can...
my bad.
No, you're good. Sessions with Mary Jane with Brendan Bryan, Jordan Freed, and Reena Ezra. And yes, Brendan, now you can announce the guest.
Yeah, I take total blame for that. You said that they're not going to get older. I realized it's because this guest of ours is iconic, so they will forever live on in all...
As a legend, yes.
Of all space and time.
Guys, I'm so high.
Yeah. Yo, give it up for this hot man. It's Aaron Nicoletti. The guest of today. Thank you for coming on the show,
Thank you.
Aaron.
Welcome.
Absolutely. This is fun.
Yeah, thank you.
I don't really know what I'm doing, so...
Oh, you mean as in your challenge or your general existence? Is this an existential crisis? What's happening?
Would you like to
It's a podcast essential cricrisis.
Wow. Ooh.
You guys are taking my podcast virginity right now.
You know, we've been around the block. We've taken some people's podcast virginities away.
Not to brag.
More than I thought.
So you guys are
we were.
experienced, so I should be in for a good ride.
Yes. It's the most and the least.
Also, we're all vaxxed, so we're safe.
Yeah.
We're all safe.
Right, safe.
We're all tested.
Safe podcasting.
Safe podcasting.
I am half vaxxed.
Yay.
Yes.
Very nice.
Everyone else in my home is vaxxed.
Very cool.
So I'm just the last one.
Awesome.
Cool. Well,
I know, that's something we celebrate now. That's always the question.
Yeah.
That's not how are you? It's like, vaxxed? Are you vaxxed? Are you?
Yeah.
Which, one shot, two shot?
The 16th. It's my second shot. I already took Monday off. I'm planning. Yes, I'm ready.
And it's Moderna or Pfizer?
Moderna.
Oh, yeah.
My mom got
Good
Moderna,
luck, brother.
and she got pretty sick the next day.
Ugh.
So I kind of
I hear people with Modernas.
I kind of take what I am similar with her about. You know, you're similar to your parents in some
Yeah,
shape or
yeah.
form, and all, physically, you know, whatever.
Yeah. Also,
So she got hit pretty hard for one day, and she was fine in the second. I was like, cool. So I took a day off. I bought myself a new controller for Switch. I'm ready.
Yeah.
That's how I do it.
I'm like,
That's
I'm
how
planning
you do
it. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a bad day. Worst case scenario, I have a day off of work.
That's right.
Yeah, true.
That's
True.
a part.
And it's a Monday.
Yeah, fuck that.
Monday! You're over to Monday? Forget it!
Everyone's aware. I already told everybody. I'm taking this day off.
Yeah, that's just been like a part of this experience that anyone who's like gotten the vax has
Take
gone
2
through in some
days.
way. It's like you had like some kind of like prep or like thinking about or getting ready for like the
Yeah.
inevitable that's gonna happen.
It's
Whatever
kinda
it
crazy.
is. Yeah. So
It's like,
I hate
got a lot of water.
needles.
yeah.
Yeah, just look the other way.
Yep.
Yeah.
I hate needles, and that's what it is. And I've always hated needles, and so since I've become an adult,
Yeah.
that you have to take care of yourself in the medical
Yeah.
field.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, I hate needles.
Yeah.
I know that. I tell everybody. When I got blood work last week, and I was like, I don't like it. It's
I
fine.
can't
My
look,
thing is now
yeah.
I talk. I'm just gonna tell a story. Ask me a question, and I'll just boop.
Yeah.
Off I go.
And
Yeah,
does
Jordan
it,
was saying so Jordan was like, but why? Why do people look? Like, don't look.
I am
He
curious.
just doesn't like
I
the whole needle
am
thing.
curious.
Why people look?
No, I am curious myself.
Oh.
That's why you watch the person before and you watch it go
No,
successfully.
I think that's worse. It's worse because
I
like
can't. The thing is just when blood tube, it's kind of out of your blood, and then you're lightheaded, and then.
see, I watch the person after me after I've already gone because then I don't have to worry about like the watching it go in. And the reason I did that is because I was like that didn't really hurt that much. And I'm like, I think it went in my body, and I'm like, let me watch and see someone else get it after me to make sure that things actually happening. And I felt better about it afterwards. So
His challenge.
Yes.
Let's just
Yes.
quick get to that.
Sarah, you're getting a challenge to name a list of items on a particular list. Are you ready for your challenge?
no.
All right, well, yeah. No, yes, and indifferent, you get your challenge anyway.
Yeah.
Well, because it is May 4th, we're recording this on May 4th.
Yes,
May the
and-
Force be with you.
Yes, and also with
And
you.
he's wearing a
Maybe
Star
we'll
Wars
release it on
Star
May the
Wars
4th, too.
sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Who
Star
knows?
Wars
H&M
sweatshirt.
should now sponsor me.
Yes. Well, they may sponsor you if you can name enough of the characters from the Star Wars canon. So you can name.
Canon.
Yes.
So
So
things that aren't in the movies, or no, that are in the movies.
yes, movies. I was
Just
gonna-
movie characters?
So
Okay.
I would say things that are in like the
The
canon
whole
right now.
realm.
Yeah. Like
Okay.
honestly, if you want to name some far out characters that were in some freaking fan fiction shit that
But
was
it's still canon.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I think I am well prepared for this.
well, good.
This is a there are a lot of
There are a
Star Wars
lot of
characters.
characters.
Also, Ground rules, we quickly like to cover. You can interrupt us at any time. You cannot use your phone. And... oh yeah,
I actually
and
put
just
malware into it.
Yeah.
Your phone.
He is
It's
no
on my
longer
phone.
able
It's
to use
required,
his
yeah.
phone.
Gotcha.
Unfortunately, until this episode's sponsor goes through, we're not going to be able to buy him a new phone. So GoFundMe will get that going for the new phone.
Yeah, get it going, PA.
Is malware our sponsor? Can you be
No,
sponsored?
no, that's not a company.
There is malware bites, which is like
Oh yeah.
like McAfee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
But also,
Yes.
like it's through the entire length of the episode while we're having this conversation.
Yeah.
That's
I
I'm
have
just
to
letting
make
you know,
sure
so you
to
can
keep
name as
answering.
many as you
Gotcha.
like, as long as you want to go. Again, I got 40 snacks. Like I don't know if you can top mine.
Aaron,
I'm not the reigning champion, and because I sucked so bad. I was the worst for so long, and I probably have the lowest score and the highest score in the history of this podcast. So I'm really flaunting it and gloating on it, and it just feels very good.
I don't mean to be pompous.
Fuck. Okay, what's your number? How many do you think you
Please
Yeah.
enjoy it. I believe I will surpass that number tonight.
Wow.
I'm sorry. This
brain
is
ends?
something I know. I'm sorry.
A
So I'm
gambling
saying I'm
man.
Don't apologize
Just enjoy
for
it. You know, enjoy it for now.
intelligent-
I promise you, I will take this. Crown.
Aaron, this just looks like I think I speak for the entire Late Night Hump audience, but we are definitely looking forward to you taking the crown off of
gonna
Reena's
cry
head.
inside already. I'm telling myself I did a great job. I'm already trying to. I'm
sorry.
She's
already
getting emotional
Don't
already.
don't pity me. I'm already trying to. No, it's okay. I can do it.
Okay.
It's okay. Like
Just,
I've dealt
you
with
know.
trauma before in life,
Yeah.
and this is just a little.
Aaron hasn't
This is
gotten
just-
one yet.
This is just an end. This is just an. You know,
He hasn't
ends
even
happen,
gone yet. You're
it's
right. I
fine.
can't go.
He's the greatest of all time. Give him all the trophies.
We called him a legend at the beginning of the episodes, and I just really got to prove it.
Yeah.
Please excuse me as I put eye drops.
Oh
in.
yeah.
Yeah, go
Um,
That
as
battle's so
someone
difficult.
whose eyes get red by being alive, and with the season, pollen, allergies,
Oh, yeah.
they control my
Tell
life.
me about it. You don't take anything? Claritin
I
Clear?
take an
Allegra?
off-brand Zyrtec. It does
That's
work
right.
though, and I missed like a week, and so after missing a week, it's kind of wild for my body to get back in.
Yeah.
Again, with my vocal cords and smoking and screaming in the car, I had a great drive down here.
You look like you're having an emotional speech right now. Like nobody can see the tear.
No one else can see your
Yeah.
tear come down your face.
It
so
was
that
just such
very,
a great trip.
We'll save the tear and put it on the Patreon.
That was
Wow.
so great to
This
watch.
is great. So this is what eye drops do. You make it look like you're crying.
Yeah.
You're like, oh shit.
So you were saying you were screaming in the car ride over here. What were you listening to or singing with us?
So I'm currently in this album of Audio Slave.
Ooh, which
So
one?
I'll say the first one, Audio Slave. I think it's just called.
Yeah.
It's like there's just their name.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying
good.
to sing that. So after a day of also speaking with working and whatnot, I think my vocal cords are just like. Shut the fuck up.
What if that's the downfall of Aaron? It's like we're like, oh man, Aaron's gonna beat Reena, but then he literally
He
can't
loses his
talk.
voice.
Yeah, he loses his voice.
Oh
But
yeah.
that's a part of this competition.
We would
not even
give
consider.
the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Oh.
would
So
continue.
I should get started.
Quietly.
So,
Loud enough for the mic to pick up.
So I guess I have a question. How?
Sure.
I know there isn't any order I have to name them. But I feel like I could, if you guys wanted me to, name them in a specific order.
Yeah, name it in birth order.
Okay,
I like
I don't
that.
know that one.
I like that organized way.
You know,
There's a lost episode that we have never found in which I tried to do them in order, right?
Oh, wait,
Yes, the
It's-
actual lost episode where
Of the Christmas
the very,
episode?
very first episode.
The first
the
episode
very
we
first
did.
episode of Sessions with Mary Jane, where it's gone forever. Jordan was listing all the states in
In order.
America, and that was our first test, like the doing a challenge and then us
Yeah,
two having an
I remember
amazing conversation that we will never recreate.
Wow,
but
that's
just
so,
what happens.
like-
That was in one of our lovely improv team members' houses when we recorded right after we recorded our very first sketch together. So that was
cool.
quite a day.
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
And then that sketch was shown in the first variety show we ever put together, Circuit Break, that was sold out the first thing, and then every show thereafter. So it's like crazy. It makes you think of all those things. But anyway, yes, I love the organized order.
Yeah.
Cool. So I do have a question as well, but I do want to go through the list. A simple question. It's like, how long have you guys known each other?
Whoa. Interview questions. Biography questions.
But just kind of give me a number at the moment, and then we'll elaborate in a little bit.
Okay, Jordan and I, 2 years? Almost 3?
2.5.
2.5.
Yeah.
Brendan and Jordan,
3
and a half.
3.5, yeah.
and Brendan and I.
2.49.
But yeah, right below Jordan's, but basically the same length.
Oh,
but
cool.
Probably
Awesome.
Exactly
weeks?
1 week after.
1 week
She went to
Yeah, you're right.
one of my shows
You're
a week
right.
after we met.
I surprised him. I didn't tell him I
Yeah.
was going. Because we met on Bumble. That's how we met
Fun.
before. And then I just got absorbed into the
My sister
comedy
got
club.
bees. Sorry.
I missed that. What was that?
Okay, so my sister recently got bees. You just said Bumble, my brain went,
Ooh.
bees.
Like she owns.
She got,
Those
what
were,
that
yeah.
means? Got
Bees.
stung by bees?
But I'm gonna interrupt you.
got
Sorry.
them.
I want to get a list started.
Yeah.
She has her
So,
own
yeah, they're
bees.
actually sitting there. It's kind of wild and scary, but also
Whoa,
funny.
in a honeycomb thing? Like it's
That's
in
just a box.
it's a,
So you get a
Jesus.
box.
For
It's a
now.
hive, but it's a
Then it
whole
becomes-
hive.
It's in the, it's
in the
outside?
box.
It's
Or
a
in
home.
Outside.
Oh, okay. I was like, she has a box of bees in her bedroom?
Just
like,
like,
seriously?
save the bees. Or like,
That's like the
there's
Shining
an
waiting
There's
to
a queen, there's a whole hive, there's a whole colony right
but
there.
is she gonna get honey out of it? Is
Yep.
that the goal?
She will.
Okay.
You can just own your bee. That's you do
can
need a
just-
license?
You can just, nope. You can just have bees.
Wow.
So I'm going to go in how my brain works.
Yes.
Which is going to start at episode 1. So I'm going to go in that order because I like things in storytelling timelines.
Very good.
Not when they're made. Okay.
Aaron's
So we
using
got-
the force right now.
His fingers are at his temples. That's great.
Okay, so we're going to do Qui-Gon Jinn, Yoda, Anakin Skywalker. So should I wait?
No, you can get.
That's
Well,
fine.
maybe wait.
The PA will tell you.
Yeah. The P.
No, keep
PA is
going.
always
Keep going.
watching.
That was 3, right?
Oh, so I said Jabba the Hutt, Sabalba, Shmi Skywalker, and Anakin's
Yeah.
mom.
Yeah, fuck, I wouldn't even. I forgot her.
Then there's Aunt Beru, Uncle Owen?
Yeah.
Uncle Owen. Does Jawa count? They don't really have names.
Like the creature themselves.
I guess. I don't know. I know them as Jawa because also in the movies they refer to them as
You'd
Jawa.
have to check that, Brendan.
Yeah.
Because
So
you're
I don't
only
know-
accepting the exact name that they go by.
I don't know if that's the exact. So that's
Yeah, I think
maybe.
I think it's more of like it's a type of creature. Like
Okay,
a
so it's not like
species.
so.
Yeah.
I need okay.
You need
names.
want like individual people.
individual people.
Oh, yes, also,
Okay.
yes.
Boba Fett, Jango Fett. Now my brain's just jumping all over.
Here we go.
There's Kit Mundi.
Mm-hmm.
There's Mace Windu. We got Obi-Wan.
Have you said your favorite yet?
I actually just did.
Yeah. Who is it?
Obi-Wan.
Mm.
Obi-Wan is one of my he is one of my favorite characters throughout the entire
Wow.
Star Wars.
What's the reason? What is it about him?
So the Jedi are supposed to be like this pure good religion, whatever, blah 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 blah. So you have to there's like abstinence. So if you look at the religions similar to I guess becoming a Buddhist or a nun. You know, I can't remember the actual words, but Obi-Wan tries so hard, but his emotions always get to him. There are moments. There are moments. So what I really liked was in Clone Wars. There's this Queen of Mandalore. I forget her name.
It's unfortunate because it would have counted.
It would have counted. I know.
But relationships
It'll
don't
come
count.
to me. It'll come to me. But like in the Star Wars Clone Wars animated series, which I believe is counted as canon, the actual animated
Yes.
series.
Yes.
Which shit. There's Vez. I don't know if Vez is. What's his name?
Yeah, hold
He
on.
goes by one word. It's 3 letters. It's 3 letters. I can see it on my face.
Wait.
I'm just getting my phone. Sorry,
No, you're fine.
For
he's
people who
checking.
can't
He's
see
checking.
right now, Brendan is going around a speaker and then lodged between a grill and a wall and he's making sure not to knock
Checking
over
his
a
phone.
flat bike.
For Google,
Yeah.
for those Star Wars characters.
Yeah.
Okay, Google.
Stop, my phone will wake up.
My phone.
Your phone likes me. All phones like me.
Oh my god.
All
really
phones
don't.
want to
Siri
fuck me.
doesn't, oh my god.
You know, some people.
Siri doesn't.
Some people
Siri
fuck their phones.
doesn't want
I get
to.
fucked
Yeah,
by
we've
my
all
phone.
seen her. Siri
Yeah.
doesn't want to always respond to you. She doesn't respect.
They just
you.
come on to me.
That's
I never pay
nice.
for them either.
Jesus.
They try to get me on
Please.
premium subscriptions.
The
Oh my
prostitute.
goodness. I do want to dive into Aaron for a sec though. For a second, that's what this episode is, right? 1 second, and then back to us. Okay, couple things.
Yes.
Well, one, you grew up in Rockland.
No,
Where
I grew
did
up
you
in Orange
grow up?
County, 6 minutes away from Haley.
Right.
Oh, right. Oh,
6
yes.
minutes
You
from
and
her old
Haley
house.
have.
I lived
Oh,
in-
wow.
yep.
We've known each other for a while. Or later in life, you.
8th grade.
Oh,
Right.
that's a while.
Yeah. Wow.
About
Oh,
when you have
I saw
about when you
and
have a
it's-
strong
I saw
personality.
shout
13.
out Phoebe. Yeah, I've known her since middle school, 6th grade. So it's like so cool to have those
Cool.
friends where you just
Because I knew her in 6th grade. We didn't really become friends, started knowing each other, to know each other in 7th grade. And then in 8th grade, we actually we were friends. We were hanging out more,
Yeah.
blah, 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 in and out of school, to school.
Yeah.
We went to the same church. That's where we hang out a lot. So we actually went to the same church throughout that entire time. She's been, yeah. Wow.
So growing up in Orange County,
So strange.
I know you are a musician.
Yes.
And how did that come about? What age were you?
10.
Little
5th grade.
baby Aaron.
Yeah.
Was it because they
started
made you play the
playing-
clarinet? Oh no, it was the
The
sax.
saxophone.
Really?
Wait.
This was my first instrument ever.
Wait. What made you want to play the sax?
So in 5th grade at
Yeah, Brendan
Minnesota,
knows that to me.
what they did was, the 5th grade you go in for like a test, you know, to like test it. They did it at 5th grade, and at the end of the year, or no, 4th grade? Oh shit, I don't even remember anymore. You guys are testing my memory.
Maybe it was 3rd grade.
Hold on, there's a file. My brain's going like this.
It's
Like
going through
five
the file
notes.
cabinet.
It's
Yeah.
like, hold
Sour
on.
amnesia tonight.
on,
Yeah.
here.
Also, it's
It's
so
like
true.
it's
called.
it's
That's
one
what
of
this is
these. It's
called.
almost here.
Your strain sour amnesia.
Maybe it
That's
was
so
4th
funny.
grade.
Yeah.
Keep
No,
going.
I knew Haley since 4th grade.
Oh,
We were in the
even-
same 4th grade class.
Whoa.
And her mom was the teacher next door. I haven't gotten this back.
Wow.
Whoa.
We are
First of
in
all, hold on a
Aaron's mind.
Welcome. I'm sorry.
Wait, Aaron, before you go into your mind, what was the name of that character that you said?
Vez. So I can tell you exactly who he is.
Yeah.
He is,
But we need the name.
Yeah, I know.
Vez is not his whole name. Or
We need the
his
whole-
name, their whole name. I
He
don't
had
know.
no nickname.
We got a lot to get through. We don't need a background on each Star Wars character. If people know, they can look
Okay.
that up.
So let me just get numbers out there at this point. Because my brain, I can go deep into it, but I can get so lost. It's there.
I can get so
I
lost.
said Django, Samus Windu,
Uh-huh.
Darth Sidious,
Oh, yeah.
Darth Maul,
Yeah.
Darth Plagueis.
Are they just like a rap group?
Basically, they're the only
Darth
two.
Mob.
Also, I had to say, yeah, for people who are listening though, Jordan has never seen Star Wars.
Oh my
all the
God.
time.
I've only watched the first
he's
one.
Never,
very
yeah,
cash.
he's never
Really?
got
Yeah.
into the.
Okay.
I just like watched the story and I'm like, oh, it's
Yeah.
just
So
harrowing.
it's
He's on
very.
a
You guys
journey.
are you're two very
We are
different.
opposites.
Yeah.
So
Very
actually,
different spaces, yeah.
I feel like I can be a semi-walking encyclopedia about Star Wars. So if you do have any questions, I can
Go to
actually
Aaron,
legitimately
people.
answer a good chunk.
I'd rather
up Aaron.
the fans talk about it because I know the fans are gonna not want to listen
Fair
to
enough.
dumbed down stuff,
That's fine.
and I'm just gonna enjoy the other conversations a lot more.
Oh, that's fun.
I'm a big fan of your Twitter persona,
Oh, thank
and I
you.
think it's always fun to meet people who are Twitter friends
cool.
in real life more so.
How would you describe your Twitter persona, Aaron? What would you say? Or did you also intend this for going in, or when you started Twitter, then it just evolved into something else?
I didn't understand the second part.
Okay. First part. We'll just go with the first
great.
part.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
You repeated it.
Thank NJ Weedman.
No, of course. It's so funny to watch Aaron just go through.
Oh my god.
This is so adorable.
I believe I have ADHD. So
That's the strain?
So okay.
Oh, no.
That's a good
So smoking something that has the word amnesia in it is very interesting. And I kind of love it.
Yeah.
Although I feel like I've known I've had it for so long.
Amnesia.
But, no, ADHD.
Okay.
And it was never, I guess, stereotypically, it wasn't like hyperactive growing up, but my brain runs so fast.
Yeah.
And it's like,
That's perfect
it's
for Twitter.
Whoa.
How often do you
so.
tweet a day?
I actually don't tweet a lot because.
I feel like I always see
Well, I think I do now. I've become more of a recent Twitter. I just kind of.
So then, how would you describe your
this
persona?
Thought, I don't know, persona. When
Your tone of voice.
How I use it, it's a thought that I think is funny. I'm like, I don't know. This is funny to me.
Okay.
I kind of don't care if you like it.
Yeah,
I like
gotcha,
it. You
yeah.
like it? Sweet. Hey, thanks. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Is Twitter the platform where you get most of your news?
No. I kind of use it to kind of get a glimpse. Just to be like, okay, I want to see what Twitter's saying about it. You know, at least like I look at it that way because I have a hard time sifting through news. And I blame ADHD. I kind of am paying attention as much as I can. But you can dive deep into it. You can get lost in it. You can really
Yeah,
fuck with your emotions.
I'm just
You know,
Jordan's a total Twitter dude, but I'm just like recently gotten into it. But I never tweet.
There is
I just
great
want to
comedy
read.
on Twitter.
And
There's
yeah.
some great-
A lot of
it's
sarcasm.
The funniest place. It's the funniest place in the world.
Yeah.
You know, and I think what I also love is I kind of like send things to like some friends. I'm like, oh, I think someone will like this. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is funny.
I do that a lot with Instagram. Memes, like so much of the entire pandemic. My conversation with my twin and my my other friends it's just a string of memes. That's it. So we send each other, and then we don't sometimes just like, hey, how are you? Good, yeah, hey. And then it's back into like memes. We don't say any. There are no words spoken in between unless it's like
1,000 words though.
That's so funny. But isn't it strange how some relationships are like that?
Yeah.
You know, it's just odd, but kind of cool. I like that.
Yeah, no, I do like that it's a mix of my friendships though. Like not every friendship is all memes.
It's like
not
you
everybody.
have a friend you share things with on Instagram. You have a friend you share things on
in
Twitter.
person.
You have friends you share things with on Snapchat. Snapchat I use a lot with my sisters. So it's kind of like that's kind of theirs. Like that's where we send little fun videos. Yeah. Like there's a video that my sister sent me. We recently got a puppy. Her name is Xena.
Aww.
She's 5 months old.
Oh wow.
She is adorable. She's a pit bull. My mom's coworker had her, and they also have a toddler, and they both work full time. And she's a difficult one to potty train. So that's kind of how we got her. Yeah. Because they were like, we love her. They love her so much, and they're like, we just can't. Yeah. You know, so we're like, we gave her for a test run. I do love her. I did vote no, but I was the only one. Yeah. Because I also, she's a puppy. She's gonna be a lot. Yeah. That's simply what it is. Yep. You know, I have nothing against her. She is fantastic. Yeah. She's fantastic. Yeah. That's it.
But she does pee and poop everywhere, so.
I think she peed again in my room.
Because she knows you voted no!
Yeah. Dogs know, man. Dogs do.
I just want to go back, though. What you were saying is very interesting because it's so true. Like, I was thinking about it with my brother, where it's like, yeah, wow, he actually... He's not on Instagram. He's not on, like, it's Snapchat for him. And it's just, like, people still hold on to their apps of communicate, like, whatever thing is. It's not some people, they've moved on where I no longer use Snapchat and was totally Instagram, but didn't go to the next thing, whatever. But, like, if you're not on one of those channels with the other person, you kind of
There's a lack of communication.
you kind of don't talk. Yeah. You're kind of, your friendship is... Yeah. Is you don't speak as frequently, maybe you don't meet up as frequently or something. Like there's a change.
It's strange. It's very strange.
Yeah.
But
it's
I'm
really
25
dominated
now. I'll be 26 this year.
When's your birthday?
August 2nd.
August. Wow, Brendan,
got
you
3
were
months.
August babies.
Yeah, no, we are August babies.
When?
28th.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what's the sign? What's the?
I'm a Virgo.
I'm a
I've been
Leo.
told. Yeah, so he's a lion. I'm a virgin. So you get what you get. You don't get upset, right?
Your hair does look like a beautiful mane. Though.
It does.
Thank you.
You know, your hair's really curly. Like, what do you do for it also? Because it's so curly, and I'm just like, why does it always look so good? And why is it always guys have like look better than when the girl? I just.
Honestly, my sisters say the same thing. I do enjoy my hair. It is a
Good for
lot
you.
of work.
Great. I'm
And
good.
I
I'm
try
glad.
to do it. I try to put as little work in it as possible because I hate
It shows.
it.
I'm just jealous.
No, for a long time I.
But seriously, what are you, Suave? Condition Pantene? What is it? Tell me!
What's the Krabby Patty secret formula?
It's a natural. It's all natural.
It's all
That's
natural.
what it is. It's
Yeah.
granola,
Ravioli,
right?
ravioli, give me the formula. What's it? Meatball, spaghetti underneath. Ravioli. Oh, no, there's.
Are you writing this down?
There's it's meatball, spaghetti underneath. There's one more verse.
It's ravioli.
No, there's 3 verses.
What the fuck is going on?
Have you ever watched SpongeBob SquarePants?
Yeah? What is
So,
this?
do you not? There's
I
an
don't
episode.
remember this.
There's an episode where Plankton, the college graduate, I might add, because as I've gotten older, that is a joke I've picked up on.
Yes.
What? Wait, what is it?
Plankton's
The
a
college graduate. He boasts about it throughout the show. So
Wow, I gotta go
Plankton,
back
there's
and
so
watch.
many.
Shit.
Please do.
I got
Smoke
it.
this or something, anything, and sit down as an adult, high out of your mind, watching SpongeBob SquarePants from the very beginning. It is
So it was
amazing.
it was for adults all along. High adults, not for children.
Amazing.
Also
I'm
for-
telling
also
you,
for-
amazing. Because especially if you did,
Alright,
if you
I'll
did
do
watch
it.
it as a
I'll do
child,
Yeah.
it's
my
in
gosh,
your
yes.
brain.
Yes.
You're rewatching this and you're like, holy shit.
My whole life has been
Yeah.
defined by this.
Every movie you watch as a child, I vote and say every adult should watch again while stoned because it is a different experience.
absolutely,
And
yeah.
especially if a movie you haven't seen since you were 7, watch it again while I
All right.
promise you it's a different movie.
Wow.
All right.
It's so fantastic. But also, it's the same movie. You're just like, whoa. It's like learning, like being an adult. You're like, look at all this more things that I can say and reference and know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are there any other movies that you like that you remember watching and having that kind of experience with that stick
The
out?
Incredibles.
Such a good movie.
That movie, when I watched it while I was stoned in my ex-girlfriend's room on a small TV, I ended up sitting up right at the bed. And I was like, whoa. The movie was just, it did something different. It wasn't The Incredibles. It was almost, it was a noir. It's a noir.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Incredibles is a noir. And when you look at it like that, it is fantastic.
Shit, I want to watch that now.
Holy
Wow.
shit.
Yeah.
It's like a
I don't think I've
detective,
ever heard
but
anyone
it's
put it that way.
but it's like a detective, you know, those like classic black and white noirs about detectives, but it's about a superhero. That's
Yeah,
simply all
yeah,
it is.
you're
But it's the
right.
same.
You're
It's
right.
the same type of movie, and I was like, my mind just.
That's when
exploded.
that's just a perfect reminder where you go back and you're just like, yeah, you're right. It's just this. It's a structure. It's just the same
It's a
structure,
structure.
but they
Yeah.
made it super. They just changed
How
characters. Stuff
genius.
is different, but like that noir
Genius.
style has been around for how long? You've done it
Genius.
before the
Oh, I
1920s,
love it.
and that's just so crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
and
fantastic.
it's for kids. You're right. Wow.
Every
Thank you
movie
for
you've
that.
watched as a child. I'm a big animated movie fan.
Oh
So
my God.
Star Wars, I want to say R2D2,
Yeah.
C3PO, R4. I don't know if that's his full name.
We'll have to
That's
check
Obi-Wan's. But
I
he
thought
calls him
it
R4
was
as
the-
a nickname.
Yeah, we
But
don't
I-
fuck with
Oh, I thought that
dictators
was.
around here.
I
It's like
thought that was his
R2D2.
full name. Yeah,
It
I
might
got
be,
you.
but it might not be.
Okay.
because they call him R2. Like
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, got you.
I
got
think
you.
R2P2, because I remember reading there was this little girl that had cancer, and she really wanted, she loved R2D2, so they made a pink R2D2, and it exists in the universe because in the so if you look and you pay attention in some of the movies, you'll pick up a pink R2D2 just kind of in the background,
That's
just over there,
so
and it was adorable. It was adorable.
that's really sweet.
It was great.
I have to ask because you were saying you're an animated, like obsessive,
I love it.
compulsive. No, you didn't say that, but
No.
you're totally into it.
I'm a child.
Pixar or Disney or DreamWorks.
It's all
Or
Disney
what else? What
and-
else am I missing? DreamWorks is right.
20th
Shrek.
Century
That's in
Fox.
There's Studio Ghibli.
Okay, we'll just do Pixar,
so
Disney.
many-
If you have to pick those heads, obviously, like I know
Pixar.
Pixar's under Disney now, and they bought it
Yes,
and whatever.
well, it
but
always has been. From the
Wait,
very
really?
beginning. From the very beginning. Pixar's an animated studios, and then Disney bought them in a sense of, I'll give you money to produce your movies. So they have freedom.
Yeah.
It's like a studio that works.
But from the very
operates.
beginning, it was independent.
Yep, but
It
that's
left
the first one is that's where Toy Story comes in. I believe is the first one.
Yeah, yeah.
So that movie was able to be as big as it was because Disney fronted the money to kind of throw it out there, and then just went kaboom.
That ABC money.
Fantastic.
That's right.
I know, yeah. That ABC money.
It tastes
It's kind of
good.
wild. I like Disney, and then I hate them because they're not just. That's it. That's
Yeah.
simply all it is.
Also, animated films. When I'm thinking of components, I'm thinking of like yes, visually. Also, I definitely like Pixar films. I don't know, visually they're different than old Disney films. Obviously,
Yeah.
they're so appealing visually, but also the composers, like the music in all these Pixar films, like just the sound. Anytime you'll hear any of those, like song from Toy Story, you can something like it's all automatically like signature, and you're just like
Yeah,
it's
it's great.
unique. It's already
It's
it's entire. Finding Nemo, like literally list any Pixar film.
I
There's
have a movie that came out at the same time as. You ever see Shark Tale?
yes.
Yeah, I love that.
So that's
movie.
that
Yes.
story where there's two writers came with ideas. It's DreamWorks' answer to Finding Nemo. Shark Tale is much better. I love
good.
Finding Nemo as well,
Yeah.
but Shark Tale is just Will Smith as a fish. And
It's so funny when you just say it plainly
So
like that.
fantastic.
It's so true. He's just a
yeah.
fish.
Padme.
Yeah. Oh wait, so R4 counted?
So R4 does not count. R2
Okay.
P2 is real though.
Yes.
You got
Padme.
Padme.
But music and
Bail
animated.
Organa. Sorry.
No, keep going. Bail- that's the
Yeah,
right.
Bail,
That's the
yeah.
name.
Bail. Yep. Leia
Yeah.
Organa. I don't know the mom's name. I don't know if Queen Amidala. No, Queen Organa. I don't know. Never mind.
I don't think that's the yeah.
Yeah. Wait, whose mom are we talking about? Sorry.
Ray. Finn.
That's her.
Sour
name.
amnesia.
Are we gonna count at the very end? I think she calls herself Ray Skywalker.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if
Nothing
that
from that
was
last movie
counts.
counts. No, that
Okay.
that last movie's not
Wait,
canon.
what? What?
No, I watched.
Just 'cause you
I
don't
still
like
want
it?
it to exist. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
I'm
know.
sorry.
No, it's kind of. It's not
So
the
then
new.
Kylo
The news
Ren
films are
or
not
Ben
the best.
Skywalker?
Wait,
Yeah.
so wait, Finn is counting? Just
I think
Finn,
that's
isn't
his
it?
name.
Because-
Oh, you're right
Finn.
because he's a.
He's
Or
a trooper,
FN
yeah.
2148.
I think-
2184.
Wow, you even got the number.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the exact
It-
one, but it sounds real.
It might be one. It's one of
Wait,
those.
say it again. I'm gonna look it up.
FN 2184 or FN 2148. Those are the numbers.
Wait.
Those are the two.
F.
And yeah, I got Kylo Ren.
2 4.
I don't know if I said Yoda,
Yes, you did.
Qui-Gon Jinn, Mace Windu.
Yeah, you said those.
Obi-Wan.
Aaron, do you have a favorite of all the Star Wars movies?
Plo Koon.
Are you checking these?
I was looking at the.
Because he can be
Sorry.
just shouting random nouns and we'll never know.
I know. Wait, hold on. I'm looking up the Finn number, but my fingers aren't working.
Oh well, yeah, but which Star Wars film is your fave?
I avoid this question.
Just-
I do.
It's too much
It's
pressure.
very difficult for me to narrow it
Because
down.
they're very, very.
It's like you were
Because-
describing yourself in like a Dungeons and Dragons game. Aaron evades the question.
I have faith in God. Is it because like it is just very different points in the story? Like it is
Yes.
also directors. It's an entirely different
It's like
time.
each three
Yeah.
has one story arc.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I could pick a favorite of the trilogies.
Yeah, do
Which
that.
I guess is easier. I do really enjoy the prequels. As
We were just talking about
great
this.
as
What?
it is.
I
Mainly-
do too, and everybody else
And
hates it.
I think here's the thing, the original trilogy is fantastic.
Yes.
Everyone knows this. It's great. It is also a classic choice.
Yes.
It's classic.
Yes.
It's You know, and
Of
Star
course.
Wars fans get so angry.
Yep.
I also hate a lot of Star Wars fans because they're just pissy.
Yep.
That's it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's all it
apologize.
is.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not sorry. Like, fuck off. Let
Said
them,
the
you know.
about it.
But
Sorry.
at least what they need to do is, I believe, the stupid change in the new trilogy. Where they went the same director for the first and last movie and a different director for the middle. Do you like that's a terrible
I didn't think
way to
it's
do
a good choice.
things.
Yeah.
Like, just kind of let them do all 3 fucking movies. Or if not, why the back and forth? That I don't understand.
It's just so much money.
It just didn't make any
Yeah.
sense. And that's what made it so confusing. You know, they were so worried about it, so you gotta stick with it. Like, calm the fuck down. So what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, there's some things, like, I think it'll play out in the end. Because
Yeah.
The Force Awakens was fantastic. It was a lot of references to the lot, and I think there's an argument. It was just like, oh, look at the old stuff. It's still here.
Yeah.
Look at
Yeah,
this old thing.
I did
It's
like
still
when
there.
they did Rogue One though, as far as like
Rogue,
because
Jyn Erso,
that's just
Kaylin Erso.
a different level. Like it's just
That's a okay, that's my favorite movie. I think that's my favorite movie because
Rogue One?
Rogue One.
it was
Rogue One is a
incredible.
modern movie
Yeah.
that did it all right.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. It
I
truly
was
is
so satisfied
fantastic.
by the end. It
Yeah.
felt
I was
so
like,
good.
fuck.
It felt so good. Just
It was so
at the
good.
end when you like sitting there, like some of the videos you're watching, you're just like,
K2SO.
I enjoyed my entire experience.
It's so good. It's so good.
K2SO, yes.
K2SO. Fuck is his name? Maybe I
Also,
won't beat it.
Star Wars.
I'm starting to
Iconic
question.
music.
Yeah.
Iconic sounds.
John Williams.
Yeah. So okay. So you play sax still now, or what instrument are you on now? Also, because I want to know with movies, were music scores an influence for you, or you
No.
were totally like, oh,
The
okay,
answer
you're
to that
just
question is no. I'm sorry.
no, just
I never got
okay.
into the arrangement thing until later.
What got you into it?
What you yeah.
To simply be playing saxophone throughout school and being exposed to it. And now, so, because I learned saxophone,
You still play
Jar Jar
sax?
Binks. I can still play sax.
Jar Jar Binks.
What's his name?
Jar Jar Binks.
I am starting to question my boasting earlier, which is kind of wild.
Oh.
I know I can do this. BB-8.
Yeah.
Poe Dameron.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Is that Princess Leia?
Yeah. Do you think is it the Mary Jane?
Admiral Akbar. It might be the Mary Jane.
Yeah, she does a number on. Some people don't even start naming things
Wow,
until an
that's
hour into the
crazy.
podcast.
Hey,
That's
listen,
wild.
you got a lot. What was the one you said after BB-8?
Admiral Akbar.
Yeah, before that one. I thought you said something else.
Poe Dameron.
Poe Dameron.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Yeah, the ranging. You said a range. Oh, you play saxophone still.
Yes.
Wait,
Did I
so
say
what do you-
Darth Vader?
No.
I think I said Darth
You didn't.
Vader.
No, you didn't.
You did not.
Luke Skywalker.
You didn't say either.
You
of
didn't
that.
say him either.
Those are easily the two most identifiable characters.
Yeah.
And it took you 20 things to, and like because you were naming people like his like aunt, and I'm like it's weird he's like dancing around
I
like
know,
Luke
I
Skywalker
know.
right now. Like is this like a cocky
So,
move?
so no, that I think would be a prime example of I would like to say ADHD and how my brain works.
Does
Yeah.
ADHD affect your music? Like, or did it help you learning music? With
So
your
I actually
music?
think it did affect my learning of music, and I kind of learned the basics, and then I really just kind of like I was there. I didn't really want to do it for a long time. Once I hit middle school, I had 7th grade, and I had a lot of questions.
Uh-huh.
I was 7th grade with a lot of questions. I still have a lot of questions.
About
as
what?
25 I have questions.
Like your body?
No, just things
Oh, okay. I was
in
just
general
wondering if
life.
this was
Like how is this done? Like I go somewhere, I'm like, how do you guys like different stores do things? Like do
Oh,
it
yeah.
a different way. Why? Why the fuck?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
These are the rules you set up. Whatever. They don't mean anything to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not gonna oppose. I'm working here. I'm not that I'm not that upset about it. So because of that, there's so many different ways to do the same thing. And I think that's because of different restaurants I've worked in. So like don't remember my point though.
I don't know.
Keep going. Yeah, you're on.
Wait,
Just
do you-
the jazz of it.
Yeah.
Do you
Play on,
I don't know why.
Duke.
wait? Do you where do you work now, or what do you?
So I work for a company in Poughkeepsie. I don't want to say names
Oh, you don't
on a
do-
podcast, but I work at a tech
In
company in
Poughkeepsie,
Poughkeepsie
okay.
that
Nice.
helps run the help desk at the local electric company. So they have me placed there, which is kind of wild. The company doesn't know what they're doing. They're like, let's do it this way. They're like, okay, and then they tell us to do it because they work at the help desk. We do like setup. We do like helping people with like their computer problems, or like an internal help desk. But like only the people that work at the company they call us, and we're like the first line that they call if they're starting to have tech problems.
Yeah.
So as working in a restaurant, it's the same bullshit. I'm doing customer service inside of a company for the tech department,
Yeah.
while also doing some tech
Yeah.
things, which is kind of strange because I never thought I'd be there. So there's a guy I work with. He calls himself, and me and him have discussed, and we've had this discussion before. And without doubt, to the question of Jedi or Sith, it's Sith, and it's so fantastic because I called him a tech Sith. Now, if people could be actually like, let's say we're in the Star Wars universe. You yourself go down this path, and you have a choice. Immediately, he would be a Sith.
like unprompted. It's like
Literally, he's like, that's
I'm gonna
it.
choke
Okay.
you.
Fuck this. Well, no, because what it is, he'd be a tech. I imagine him sitting there at like a computer desk or a workshop desk, taking apart and building lightsabers. You ever see how lightsabers are? Like, you ever see in Clone Wars?
Yeah.
So how they describe how Padawan build their lightsabers, you use the Force to actually put it all together.
Yes,
It's kind
right.
of so cool.
Yeah.
So I can just imagine, like, just trying out
You can
different
just
things.
picture
Like, he's just tinkering. He's tinkering. It works fine. He puts it back
Yeah.
together and he goes, whatever you gotta do.
Okay.
But he's, like, tinkering, and I think it's hilarious, and I love it. When I don't know how to draw, but
Yeah.
it's sitting in my brain.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
sitting there. And
Yeah.
that's
You
it. Wow.
you going to school while working? Are you still going to school? You're not. What is?
I should be going back to school. That's on the list of things to do. It's not leaving. I will keep it on there because I want to do it, but doing it is difficult, so
Well,
I'm
I
making
mean,
my way there.
Also, the past year is not a regular year. Past year and a half being in a
What happened
pandemic
last
is
year?
not. Oh, nothing. You missed nothing.
I was sleeping. I missed it. What happened?
I
But
was
yeah, no, that
asleep and
changed.
I missed it.
That just changed a lot
C-3PO?
of shit.
You got that.
You said
right?
that.
Yeah.
Ooh, now you're starting to repeat.
I am starting to repeat. I did, yeah.
Repeat 3-0.
Let's see. I can.
But you
Yes.
do you also play guitar or am I
I do
making-
play guitar.
Oh, okay, that was the
I-
other instrument
yep,
I was thinking.
yes,
I was like,
yes.
he definitely plays something.
So,
else.
so I guess if you would count me continuing playing saxophone since I started at 15 years, and then guitar I started at 14, so 11 years. And
Oh, so,
You
so
write-
guitar was your first instrument?
no, saxophone was the first instrument,
Okay.
and then in high school I picked up guitar.
You write your own
I
songs.
just kind
or
of
just do-
play. I don't know
What do you
yet.
like? What is it you like about the guitar?
It's just it
Portable.
says things to me.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, let's try this. I'm like, okay, sure. It kind of talks. I don't know. It's weird. That's how it
That's
feels
not-
now. That's how it feels now. It never because
That
like I
seems
started.
very freeing. Seems
It
like
was.
very-
So that's kind of how I use it. So I just kind of sit
Yeah.
there and like I just kind of had to get lost.
Yeah.
And then like I get lost on it because like my brain, again, it's like awakening of seeing I have ADHD now, learning and trying to read about it and learn more about it. I'm like, so that's like I've always thought I had it, but then. And everyone was like, yeah. I was like, oh, whatever. I can't pay attention. You know, like,
What
oh,
do you
that's
do
why.
for you? Do you or do you do
Um,
nothing, or it's just like or natural thing? Like I don't know.
So I do actually sometimes use weed for it. I'm currently trying just CBD gummies.
And you notice an actual.
I can
change?
see change. Yep. Strand does play a role, so that's the gamble. Let's put
Yeah.
it that way. That's the gamble. But I also love weed, so I'm never really gambling that much. As long as I can continue to focus and do what I have to do when I am high, you know, I'll be okay because I believe there's a lot to do. So I'm trying to do it.
Mm.
I'm just like, okay, let's go. I'm like, I could do
Yeah.
this. Let's go.
Yeah.
But I am gonna be high.
Yeah.
But then sometimes I can use it and be like, all right, I need to focus. Let's use blah 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 blah. I'm like,
Yeah.
get things done. But then I'm like, I'm fine. It's so versatile.
Yeah.
It's lovely.
Yeah. Are there certain activities you like doing when you're high? Like, are you like a painter or a drawer, or do you like pull out the guitar and play?
I'll usually pull out the guitar.
Yeah.
And that's it. If I can.
Yeah.
If I can.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just watch a movie.
Yeah,
As an
yeah.
adult, we watch the things you watched as a child. Try to get a chance of meatballs.
Yeah.
Yo,
Just
I love watching the
fantastic.
video how they make the sound effects. I
Yeah.
just love watching that. Oh, you ever seen that video?
No.
Very fun. So where the character, I'll hit the listeners up with some knowledge right now, and you guys.
it.
When the character like turns and cracks his neck, they break celery. Yeah, right? Fun stuff.
Yeah.
When the hamburgers and food are falling to the ground, they're plopping wet towels on the floor.
Okay.
That's cool.
Yes.
This is very cool.
That's
Yeah.
all I remember right now. There's definitely way more, damn it.
Yeah, well, also
Yeah.
watch Brave Little Toaster again. I don't know if you guys remember Brave Little Toaster, but that movie is fucked up as an adult. And also
I've never
while
seen
high.
that movie ever.
Have you heard of it before?
Maybe.
So there's
I
one.
can't tell you.
The one that's like more available usually is the Brave Little Toaster Goes to Mars, which is some kiddie bullshit. You watch the original Brave Little Toaster. It's about like these appliances who are all left in this house to die, and they are trying to find their way back to their owner. So it's kind of like Toy Story a little bit, but then they end up in a junkyard and like. So you know how like Buzz has an existential crisis in Toy Story? They all have existential
Oh,
crises.
shit.
It's yeah.
You know what they
It's
should do?
a-
Make an animated film called Find Floppy Disk
General
or some
Rex.
shit or something.
General, wait, is there more to that?
General
I don't know. You'd have to
Rex.
check that, but
Yeah.
His name
I
is
also
Rex.
thought that was
Rex
his actual
Quandu.
official name.
The only
name
Rex
is
I know.
But imagine if you had an animated movie where it's about all the floppy disks that were left behind, and then USBs are the next thing, a sequel
kinda
left
cool.
behind, and
They
then
do that in Cars 3
Who's
with
his name?
electric cars.
Yeah, no, it says General Rex, so.
right, that's the
Yeah,
official
that's
name.
good,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
It actually says Rex, so.
Is it Sergeant Cody or just Cody?
Oh, that's
there's,
another. Yeah,
I
I believe that's.
There are few clone troopers. They actually go by these like names because like
Yeah.
they have nicknames.
Mhm.
So it's
Those count because
99 is one of them. There's Echo.
But a bitch ain't one. Okay, sorry.
There's
Echo 99,
Um,
yeah.
There's a character that's just numbers.
Yeah. There's a lot.
Wait,
of
That's why I
characters.
like Star
Sergeant
Wars.
Cody, right? Is
Yeah, Sergeant Cody, yeah.
That's so
Darth Maul,
dehumanizing.
Darth Infinity, Darth Light. He's like, all
Yo,
this
that's
is so
my,
bad.
yo, that being a rapper was like the thing to come out of this conversation.
Darth Bale.
Like Christian Bale?
Yes. Like Christian Bale.
Yeah, let me see. Do you know how to spell it? Oh, wait.
B-A-L-E.
Yeah, Darth Bale.
Darth Bale.
Wow, you're doing real well, my friend.
Thank you.
But also, fuck you.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I also played the Lego Star Wars game growing up.
Yo.
So
yeah.
that's a lot of where I pull from.
Yo.
Love those games.
Yes, those-
I played that recently upstairs on our
The
GameCube.
Lego
You can
games
get it
are
on your phone.
good.
What?
Yeah.
You can get
It's
it.
on your phone? I feel
bought
like my
it
phone
for
will just get so hot and then
$7.
die. I don't think my phone's gonna.
Yes, they
I bought it for $7 on my phone.
They're
Wow.
really making every game on the phone for like
It's
whatever.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Is it like?
So when I was in
super- What's your
school-
phone? What kind of phone do you have? Is it like the best quality ever screen?
No, I think when I played it, I
I
recently
don't
got
know. Imagine playing that game
I
on an
recently
iPhone
got it on
10.
a
Like it's
new
probably
phone.
incredible. Okay, understand?
so
what
I'm
do you
kind
have?
of going. I just got the 11.
Yeah, Brendan's in a market for a new phone.
Yeah,
So
sure.
he ain't going iPhone.
Yeah.
Maybe you
Smart.
should. Maybe
You
you
have
should convert.
11?
Don't you want
Yeah.
quality
So what
that
is
actually
that?
works?
What is?
I don't know. It was just the next one. It wasn't that. We all like iPhones in my family. We were trying to consolidate.
Yeah.
I was on my own plan. My sisters were on different. Everyone was on individual plans.
Why?
Yeah.
Because we kind of split for a while. My
Okay.
sister went to Plattsburgh. My mom and other sister were up in White Lake. I was in New Paltz, so like that's kind of where we're living. And only the past couple years,
We just went to New Paltz last week, by the way.
Nice.
Super
New
fun.
Paltz is nuts.
I wanted to ask about
So
your
busy.
experiences in New Paltz.
I feel like I've switched to local.
Oh, like you are a local.
I have
New
switched to local, but we now live in Highland.
Oh, word.
We bought a house.
Oh, that's where our
so we
cottage
all went.
was.
That's kind of what happened. So we all came to
We
an
should have
apartment.
visited you.
Then we're like, look,
Yeah, I did not know
I
that.
didn't know you were still. Yeah, I
We
did
actually-
literally.
we could've
stayed
moved
moved
there.
in December as well.
Oh.
It's
Right.
so new.
Nice.
It's cool. Yeah. It's
Did
nice.
you really enjoy it?
Yeah, it is nice because it takes. So family history is insane. Crazy dad. Sorry if you're listening. Not sorry. Fuck off. That was just a lot. So
Yeah.
now that we got into a place, we all kind of saved up individually. We all put into a pool, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then we all just kind of went in and plop. We got one. I'm going to use that and say it like that, plop, because that's how it feels. It feels like a plop. Like you just, but like
Yeah.
I don't know, like a nice plop. Like a hamburger from Clive the Chesapeake.
Yeah. Or like when you get a nice ass house in Sims. That's a plop.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
don't
nobody
know
was
that
feeling
No,
that.
yeah,
No,
yeah,
I don't know that one.
Wait, now,
You said Sims like the video game?
Yeah.
I've never played Sims.
Oh, wow.
Really?
So that's a reference I didn't
That's
know.
insane. I don't know why I assume everyone on the planet's definitely
Never
played that game. Or people
played
our age,
Sims.
but wow.
That's so awesome.
Never. I mean,
I'm not sure I would
played
say
it as I was
awesome.
older.
Like, you should
I
have.
don't know, I was saying the other stuff.
Go play that
I was saying the
game.
stuff before.
Yeah. Go get a simulated life, Harry.
Yeah,
All right.
Stop
sorry.
participating in this podcast. What are you doing?
I'll tell you, the only I've only
We didn't
played.
choose.
I've only played Roller Coaster Tycoon. I've also never played Sims.
I've never played that.
You're playing Taxi? Taxi
Yeah,
driver?
Maybe.
I mean, just Taxi.
There was a
It's not
taxi game I played when I was little.
Isn't
PlayStation
it so
2.
funny how we all played Minesweeper, right? With the
Yeah.
bombs and shit, and
Yeah.
nobody knew how to fuck. How the fuck do you play that game? I still don't understand.
People know now. You can Google it.
So there's a
You're
Finding
right.
Nemo game for the PlayStation 2 that I never got past the first level. Ever. I still own the game. I still own the system. I will sit down one day and beat that goddamn game. I swear. I swear it's gonna happen. I've yet to sit and do it,
Wow.
but I will beat it.
What's so hard? What
No
can you get
idea.
past?
Oh.
No idea. So my memory and I can't
Now
even
you know
tell
how hard it was
long
for
ago this
Nemo.
is.
Now you fucking understand.
I don't know where. I think we were in the ocean, and
Where else?
from the way,
The dentist office.
so that's where I was.
That's true.
So-
You're right.
so
You're right. But it's level 1. You said you gotta work your way up to the dentist.
There was no
You started in the
tutorial.
ocean.
There's no tutorial.
Okay.
And we went to one side of the screen, and sometimes the background moves.
Uh-huh.
No. So we went to the other side of the screen. No. We went up. Nothing. We went down. Nothing. Like we were just there. We tried like clicking around.
Who's we?
Me and my sister.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
Sorry.
Wait. Is your game just broken?
So my sister is a year and a half younger
No, that
than me.
fish has just been stuck in limbo for 26 years. No, you're
Yeah,
not even 26.
I'd say.
I don't know.
I'd
what?
say I'd say I was
Pretenders.
7, 8. I would say 8. So
Oh
it was
my
8.
god.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's a long time to be a trap fish.
So that's 13. 13
Oh my
years?
god.
No, that's not 13. That math is wrong.
Yeah.
It's okay. This is not a
It's
math
okay.
podcast.
Yeah, I don't play video games because they stress me out too much. They give me anger issues.
Yeah.
Fair
They do
They
that.
do. They do
Fair
that.
Yeah,
enough.
because it's so weird.
Depends on the game, but yeah, no.
Yeah, like you.
Wedge Antilles.
Yeah, love me some wedge. Some wedge salad. I fucking I hate wedge salad.
I love blue cheese, man.
Oh, I love
Blue
blue
cheese.
cheese.
So
on
last year, I did a whole Star Wars marathon
Whoa.
when the pandemic hit. So I was like, we're going to do a dive.
Yes.
This was over a year ago, so my knowledge is like, it's here somewhere. I was
Within
obsessed.
your
I was
grasp.
obsessed for. I literally watched all of it. Everything that I could find.
On Star Wars.
On Star Wars. I tried.
Wow.
I think I found that Lost Christmas episode. I think it's just on YouTube, and if it is, then that's the one I watched.
Yeah.
At this point, there's nothing that's truly lost, when it comes to these big things, because there's some recording.
Someone has
That's true.
It's gonna
Some
come
crazy
out.
person.
Yeah.
That's true.
As people get
In the
older, the
woods.
truth is, as people
Yeah.
get older, they
Yeah.
had it, and
Yeah.
they pass, and their things go to the next line or wherever it goes, even if they
Yeah.
have nothing.
Yeah.
Eventually it will find its way. It's kind of wild,
Yeah.
Awesome.
kind of crazy.
Yeah. Do you have any heirlooms that you want to pass down to your future generations? Is that a thing you know when you're 25? I don't know.
I don't know. That's a question I'm capable of answering at the moment.
Yeah, but in the future,
There's a
you'll
lot
let
of
me know, right?
prerequisite questions I think need to be answered first,
Mhm.
and I'm on question 1.
Yeah.
I think I did the name part correctly.
Do you want
We're
to know
still
how
questioning
many?
that.
Do you want to know how many you have? At this point.
No,
Okay.
I don't.
Because you can now.
I don't.
Wait, we make up different rules every time.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
Nobody says you can't know.
So is it on a timer?
doesn't
Am I
matter.
on a timer?
No.
I was
no.
just stretching because
No, that's fine. I have a question.
Bummer.
Can
Yes,
I ask
go for it.
how much time it's been? I'm very curious with time in my brain.
about an hour and 15 minutes, I would assume.
Oh wow, that's kind of wild.
That would be my estimate. I don't know
It
if
just
that's
flew
right.
by.
Do we know?
Yeah.
Do we
He's
know?
having
if
so
that's
much
the right
fun.
amount
Like
of time?
speed, the speed first, like light speed.
What?
What?
Light speed.
Yeah.
Hyper.
It's 10:30
Hyperspeed.
regardless.
Yeah.
You got here around 9.
Okay.
Yeah. Aaron, you
And
believe
now
in time
everyone
travel?
listening in knows.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Time travel, yes.
yes, time travel is solved theoretically. I forget who this.
Like, it's been solved.
Yes. Now it's like there was like a quote from, I forget the fucking name. I read all these things and none of it actually sticks. But I remember like bits and pieces.
Yeah.
And he said something along the lines of, it's been solved theoretically, now it's up to like the engineers to figure out how to do it. So the step 1 is done. There you go. It's kind of wild. Isn't that kind of cool?
Yeah.
Like, you can think of it that way. Like, oh, it is possible. Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, can you prove otherwise? No, not really.
Well.
What if like Doctor Who thing, like that stuff is real? Like, all right, maybe they're not as powerful as a Time Lord. Fine, but
Yeah. Yo, I hope some supernatural shit happens to me. Like, I hope I'm like that character that is like the one that finds it. I just like, I don't even want to be involved with it.
I
just
want
want to be there.
superpowers so bad.
Which ones?
Honestly, doesn't matter.
Wait, okay. Eric,
We'll see what I get, and let's have some fun.
Having stinky feet can be a superpower. You can't say you don't care. You have to.
Well, that's so fine. I think it'd be kind of cool to get a power and be like, well, now what do I do with it?
All right. Even
Are you gonna use it for good or evil?
I believe I would have used it for good, but I wouldn't really go out of my way to be, like.
To be
like,
good.
no, okay. So I wouldn't go.
I'm not gonna go out of my way.
No, I'm not gonna be like a superhero like Superman. He's like, that's it. I'm gonna save everybody. I'm like, okay, sure, but like, I will save you along my path. Like, I'm gonna go somewhere. Like, where am I gonna go? Like, what am I gonna do? If I have stinky feet, then you know what? If I can use them to help somebody out, let's be useful. At that point, I'm just hiding feet.
Yeah, wait, but how can you do that? Because I got stinky feet. I just want to know what I should
If,
do with that.
if an old lady is getting robbed,
Take your shoes off and
and
tuck
then
one
just
at him.
go
Chuck
toward the dire
foot at
girl,
him.
however the robber identifies themselves, and then so
So I have to ask them to identify themselves first,
No.
and then I throw my shoe at them.
God no.
Okay.
No, and then you take the other one and you shove it at their nose.
So you can
Okay.
save the old lady in the alley, and then you're just gonna go.
You
yeah.
gotta throw
What-
one.
what was
to,
she
Like
doing?
be a
Yeah.
skunk. You'd be a skunk basically. Be a skunk.
She was
Stop.
taking a
you go.
shortcut. What do you
Yeah.
think she was doing in the
That's
alley?
what I'm asking. What's she doing in the alley?
Taking a shortcut.
Yeah. Why else do people take alleys?
Why else?
Shortcuts.
General Grievous.
Didn't you say that already?
I don't
did
know.
not.
Did he?
Nope. I know. I
No.
can tell.
Reena,
that.
you were talking about General Grievous earlier today. You were a big
Yeah,
fan
I
of his
guess
multiple
Hello there.
arms.
You didn't say. I love General. He
I
takes
have
out
a-
4 sabers.
I have a friend that loves General Grievous, and because he has.
Also, how he
and-
sounds.
It is pretty cool. And then watching the Star Wars Clone Wars, like that animated series, which was recommended by him. He
By General Grievous.
no, by,
I look really cool in that show. watch it, Aaron.
No, I have a buddy he's my Star Wars friend. We are.
I'm so imagining General Grievous being your Star Wars friend. Sorry.
That's fine. I think he would appreciate that.
We don't ever want to know his name. That is General Grievous.
Yes. He is pretty tall. He could be close to the height of General Grievous.
It's important.
Yeah.
Imagine General Grievous' partner should be like, Greavy. I don't know why I felt like I had to say that.
Greavy.
So I said Darth Sidious, but does saying his name, Chancellor Palpatine, change? No.
He's the same person.
So is there any like bonus? Should they have multiple names like that? Like that's his official name. He officially goes by Chancellor Palpatine. And I would argue there are two different characters.
No, okay. So
I don't know. I'm
kind
of agreeing with Aaron. I'm kind of leaning toward it as far because they are two very different
people.
They are. It is like a whole. It's like you get a new identity, and you're changing. It's a completely different time. Like when they're each in control of whatever.
Count Dooku.
Did you say that?
Yeah, maybe now you did.
Yeah, I don't think you. Yeah, you didn't say that.
And the Chancellor Palpatine name can be revisited. Because then I'd also have to say Ben Kenobi.
Right, because it's like
there's a few. Yeah.
Oh, you're
They
right.
actually change their names, but then sometimes. So I personally, I wouldn't argue Ben Kenobi as one because he just kind of went by another name so that people wouldn't recognize him.
Yeah.
He was the same person.
That's
Chancellor Palpatine, Darth Sidious are two totally different people.
That's true.
Yes.
I don't know if I said Darth Maul, but.
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite lightsaber battle in Star Wars?
Well, yeah, I love the Episode 3 one. It is a fantastic battle.
It's
truly one of my
heated.
favorites. And as a 10-year-old, and that being the first movie you watch, you're like, wow.
That was the first movie you ever
That was
watched?
the first Star Wars movie I watched because I
The
remember
third one?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I was about 10. My parents went out to see that movie, and I was curious as to what they went. So when they came back, I was asking questions, and then when it came out on DVD, we got it and we watched it, and I was blown away. I was like, cool, I'm in. I'll take it. I was like, this is wild. So like that pivot there, because movie is a great movie, which is also. Mainly the only reason why I would choose the prequels of when I was choosing trilogies, because of that movie. It has so much weight, and it is pretty good.
It's true.
Yeah.
Because that's a mega turning point.
It's huge, and because of that whole turning point,
and I think they did it well.
They did it so well.
Yeah,
I think it was
really
well
think they did because that would have been very obvious if you fucked up. Like that was a major
one of the biggest reveals
story.
in like film history.
But
that's the whole point.
I don't think it was like it was crashing and burning at all. Like I thought I couldn't keep my eyes off the screen. Like it's
so really good.
So I like 99% agree with that.
So there's separatists.
But that's a group also.
There is a group.
Right?
They have names.
They do.
Everybody's got names.
Everyone's got a name.
Okay,
wait,
would I
what
also
don't
argue
you-
Queen Amidala as Padme? I'm just
They're the same person, but they are like two different.
But they are two different characters. So these are
Damn,
just
that
questions.
At first, I'm like, oh, well, they're two different action figures. I'm like, yeah, but there's like a million Lukes. So that there's like Mudded Luke. There's the black shirt Luke.
Yeah, no, I couldn't do that.
Shoot. Luke with Yoda on his
Ahsoka
back
Tano?
and Dagobah.
Yeah.
I love her.
Yeah, she's great.
She is one of my favorites, and I have good
pretty-
hopes
yeah.
for the show because the same person that did the end of Clone Wars is writing her show. And I think if he continues, have you ever seen Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Yes.
He is a writer on there as well.
Oh, okay.
And so watching those two things, I believe that show is in good hands.
That
Thank
guy
you, Dave
is
Filoni.
really good
And
at
Dave Filoni, yeah.
He is
superhero
finding out
stories.
he like wrote on Avatar: Last Airbender. Have you guys all seen that?
Yeah.
Yes.
You've seen that as well.
so,
So
yeah.
okay, so now we can communicate. This guy is writing the Avatar: Last Airbender is one of my all-time. I mean, it's another classic. I think.
Yeah.
And because it's so good, and the Clone Wars has got really good.
Yeah.
I'm just
That's a fun tidbit. That's very exciting.
It is very exciting.
That's also promising. Where you
I also
just
love
like,
Taika Waititi, and he's involved.
oh
somewhere.
my gosh,
Yeah.
yes.
Somewhere he's there.
Yes.
So wherever he's gonna
Yes.
show up, I'm just like waiting.
Or John Favreau's team, just like those guys who were able
they're
to,
so
and
good.
girls, like
Bryce Dallas
Mandalorian was fucking
Mandalorian was
amazing, and each
Grogu.
you could tell the episodes.
Yeah.
I don't remember the
Yeah, you haven't said that
The
one.
Mandalorian, I don't know if that. I don't remember his actual name.
It's not. So he has a
So,
name.
like,
He has a name.
He does have a name.
Yeah.
It starts with a D. Jarin.
Wait,
No.
Brendan,
It's
what?
Jarin.
Wait, is it? Wait.
No.
D-J-A-R-I-N.
You have to check that out.
Yeah. Wait, what were you gonna
DJ.
say?
Oh no, but I was curious, Brennan. What you're 99% sure about the third movie, but what is the 1% that you do not agree with?
So I think that the way I think the original trilogy is the best trilogy. I do agree with Aaron though. I think that the third one is so good that it almost makes up for how not good the first two are, especially the episode 2.
Like, I like parts of both.
Yeah.
You know, alright, I can understand people's gripe with them. Alright.
yeah,
like,
no,
work
I can
with
understand
someone-
it too. Yes.
just-
But and 3 delivers and it does so great.
does deliver.
And then like you said, it gives you the moment of Darth Vader that you want. And you're like, oh my god, this is amazing! Like, he's rising up and he breathes and you're like, this is amazing. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
Say
it's so
Anakin
intense.
Skywalker, that's gotta count.
Yeah.
That's at least Anakin and Darth Vader.
That
saved him.
That one, that's the whole point of the whole
Oh, didn't we have?
Anakin Skywalker.
Did
I don't know if that was said, but
Yeah,
I'm
you said
saying.
him earlier.
alright.
You said Anakin, yeah. And,
Qui-Gon Jinn, that I
Yeah,
said that.
yeah.
Fuck, I am repeating.
It's kind of
Yeah, it's
Maybe I
close.
can't do it. I know I'm close. I can feel it. I can feel I'm close.
It's looking
You
like
can
it's
feel it
getting
in
to
the
end.
force.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the
Princess Leia, Leia Organa.
Yeah, you got that one,
both
yeah.
of those.
Yeah.
Oh, so are we counting?
Mothra? Mon Mothra. M-O-N
Oh,
and
yeah.
then Mothra.
Check the
yeah.
other two.
Duh.
Wow, now we're getting real serious.
Sorry.
No.
No,
I'm
don't
getting
worry
to
about
the point.
it.
It's
Wait,
there.
wait.
It's on the tip
What's
of
his
my
name?
tongue.
What's the Mandalorian's name?
Jarin. D-J-A-R-I-N.
Why do I not remember that that's his name? I feel like I don't know. That doesn't
Okay.
even ring a bell.
He has a last name.
So
I know he has a last name.
That is his last name.
Oh,
He has a
Ooh, what's his
a first name that is
name?
it's kind of silly.
It's like-
actually.
Jarin.
And what's the other one you said? Can you check?
Mon Mothra.
Mon Mothra, I know. That's the one, yeah. Anyway, so episode 3 is great, and Darth Vader's standing there, and he's strapped to the platform, and he says,
Yes.
"Where's Padme?"
Yes.
And it's just
And then he told
amazing
me-
death. And then they say, Padme is dead.
Yeah,
and then
yes.
Darth Vader goes, "No!"
I know!
And I'm like,
Crazy.
what the fuck is he doing? Why did he show me no in the sky? He's like, he's like scroll down.
Yeah, it was so soap opera-y. But it was, but he told him that she died, like, he choked her, he killed her to death, but he didn't. She died of childbirth.
Yeah.
He didn't make
So
that
I-
many complications with her respiratory system by choking. Like, really? It was childbirth, which is crazy, because it's like, this is futuristic, and we got all this technology and shit, and like all these robots, this is like, it's supposed to be in the future, ahead of time, whatever. And women are still dying of childbirth? That was a note for me, where I was like, okay, we still gotta that's a whole
He didn't choke her. He didn't force choke her before she died in childbirth.
Yeah, but she wasn't, like, yes, okay, it's possible that could have made complications.
She was in critical condition. That's why
Alright,
she
we'll
was in
bring
the
Darth Vader
hospital.
to trial.
They do say she didn't have the will to live.
Yeah.
Which I do believe, and I have read
they
this
said
one
that.
thing about.
Well, she was having twins. I mean, you guys deliver 2 people at the same time.
I mean, no, thank you. But
Wait,
if
both
you
of us
don't-
together.
I mean, I haven't
Word.
experienced it either, but I was one of those people. I was.
That could potentially. There's a small chance, but it's there. Like twins are.
It is
ooh,
cool. I have
as
the
a-
potential to
you
do
are
it though. I do want to have twins, just to be like, oh my god, I'm a twin. I have
Everyone,
twins.
you see these twins?
Yeah.
I birthed them.
I want to be able to also having
Understood.
2
It's kinda
in
cool.
your body at the same time. Like, I don't know. It just seems very exciting that you can do
Okay.
that with your body, and I'm
That's
like, how
kinda
can
wild.
I not try it? But then, like, you try and then you're stuck with it. Like, that's the only
I did it.
No, take it away. No. You can't do that, you know.
Yeah.
I mean,
One
you
boob
can
for
do
each of
that.
them.
You could do that. Huh?
One boob for each of them.
that's just how I made money. I'll just be a surrogate. That's so unhealthy.
A surrogate mom. I mean...
But your system would, like...
Is it?
Like, how many times can you do that?
At least once.
What if you knew me the rest of my life I was just pregnant?
So yeah, we're just permanently pregnant. Yeah. Takes a couple months off for vacation, then she goes back.
Yeah, there was like a 3-year period where I was just pregnant. I'm sorry, what'd you do when you were young? There was like, about 3-4 years, I was just pregnant. That's what I did.
They're looking for a photo of it.
That's how I able to make all these films.
They're like, you're pregnant in all these movies. It's like, oh yeah. It's like, how are your kids?
It was
like,
perfect.
You don't have any kids. Yeah, that'll be the funny thing. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, wait. I gotta
My brain.
count what we have here.
Okay.
Wow, dude, you are.
I'm like right
close.
there. I can feel it.
I mean, I said close, but not right there.
Yeah,
Like, you
that's
can.
okay. The way you said close.
Yeah, no, you're close. I mean, you're.
It's okay. You can still enjoy it.
Oh, I am.
Okay, good.
I'm hanging on.
Come on, Aaron. Did the Force Ghost are talking to you?
If you knew how many more you needed to get to be equal with me, would that help you?
No.
No.
It would just make me more upset.
All right, let me tell you.
I was just like, honestly, Captain Plasma. It's, or, I don't know if she goes
I'm
by
Captain Plasma.
Commander Plasma.
No, wait, hold on.
Captain Plasma.
You're
one of
saying it
those.
wrong.
It's Plasma. Plasma. That part I'm like,
say it
You
again.
said to spell it?
Plasma.
It's not plasma.
Fuck.
It's
like
very
right there.
It's close. It's close.
It's not
Wait, what was the first thing you said?
Plasma. I don't know.
You're so close from my end.
I know.
Is it Captain?
It is Captain. Yeah,
It is
Captain.
It's just the name.
Captain?
Phasma.
Is
It is Captain Phasma.
There's
yes.
no L.
There's no L. There's no. It's not plasma.
It's not
It's
Plasma.
not plasma.
Captain Phas. Yeah, I can't say that.
Oh, good.
That's fine.
Yep. Wow. Yep,
Wow, there's another one.
Let's see.
That's,
It's close.
Jordan left the room because he's had it with Star Wars. No. He just has
I thought Jordan disappeared, honestly. I turned around and when I came back, he was gone.
You do.
What do you mean? You just forgot that he just wasn't here.
Yeah, I wish that there was definitely someone in that seat over there. Yeah. All right, Aaron, come on.
Oh, I know.
No pressure, but
It's alright.
It's kind of strange. I'm like rooting for you, but also don't want you to get it.
it's like your two characters. Like you are having like a complex of like
At this
Dilemma,
point,
dilemma.
at this point, I want to tie.
like purposely, like you.
No, I think
Now
if I
you're
can beat
real
it.
close.
So like, okay, so let me. Oh shit.
No, it's probably one more. Nothing.
Not really, really close. You're just real
I don't know if I ever
close.
said Han Solo.
Oh, that's a
shit.
good
Yeah.
one.
Chewbacca.
Oh my God! What a
Oh,
pair.
that's a
That's
good
it.
one.
Wow. Dude, wow, that how symbolic is that? Just like in
Maz?
in the first movie, Han Solo.
Is it
You keep
Maz?
saying that. Who the fuck
Oh,
is
Maz?
Maz?
Yeah, but you need the full name though.
Shit. Mazkata.
Oh, you're so close.
Kanata.
Yes.
Maz Kanata.
Yes, Maz Kanata. Yeah.
Kanata.
Yeah,
Something like I don't know.
It's yeah. M-A-Z. I don't have to spell this. You guys all have Google listening out there. You can spell for yourself.
Aaron, guess
Jabba
what?
the what?
Oh, you said Jabba though,
I said
right?
Jabba.
You said
I
Jabba.
think you said Jabba. Yeah.
You've surpassed me.
Ladies and gentlemen, and you can keep going too. It's not.
You can keep
Okay.
going,
'Cause you
but
want
you
to
have already by one.
And
Oh shit.
your new champion, Aaron Nicoletti.
Flip the table, Reena. Matt, you forget everything. You should have never had him on. Now I have to work 10 times harder next time. Now next time it's gonna be candies, not bars and bits. It's gonna be candies, licorice category, some weird shit like that. Candy strings and strungs or something. Bars and bits. Now you're gonna be candy strings and strungs. Nerds rope, okay. Whatever. Fuck this shit. 47 up your ass, Aaron.
Wow, Reena, what a
So
sport you
thanks for
are.
being on the show. This has been fun. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
You still can.
Yeah,
You
because
know.
I can extend your lead further, so if you want to.
Not Zemo. Zima?
Finding Zemo.
No.
Zemo is in
That's that Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, we don't have to get there.
Yeah,
It's
we don't
fine.
have
I
to
don't
get
really
there.
I'm not ready to talk about it.
Oh,
Let's put it that way. I'm just not ready.
Yeah, like in a negative way or a positive
I
way?
don't know.
Yeah, no, I think we've kind of similar.
Neutral?
Yeah, I feel kind of similarly.
There's a lot I don't like, and there's a lot I do like, and that's.
I tuned out. I wasn't like obviously I remember like finished watching it and everything, but I yeah.
Yeah.
I was very excited for it when it started. And it just did not live up to whatever level I guess I expect. I don't know. I shouldn't have put expectations on it.
It did have moments, though. I would say.
Yeah,
that's
but
my issue.
It's not all the way through. It wasn't.
It
just wasn't what I. It just wasn't. It just.
Yeah.
It just wasn't.
Yeah.
Stumbling. WandaVision was near perfect.
Yeah.
And I think that's a hard follow up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like so creative, and I was thinking too, it's like Captain.
I thought they were gonna take different characters and put them in that same format. Or universe, or do something like that, where like every episode, blah, blah, blah. If they did that with Falcon and the Winter Soldier, like I wonder what that would have been like, or Loki and Thor.
Loki is definitely gonna, because the show Loki is definitely gonna do something more like WandaVision, because it's a whole world we have yet to see.
Yeah.
We're currently in a world where we do see, and it's kind of like the same story again.
Maybe because the series didn't work as a series, because it's just so much like, oh, I could have like seen this in a 2-hour film, or it still would have been kind of disappointing, or like not full to the max or whatever. But it was strange.
Make it a long
series.
movie. Make it a long movie.
Yeah, I don't know.
You can make it a long movie. I think it would have been fine.
Yeah, but
you gotta keep up with the series. You do. You have to keep a certain.
Yeah.
The episodes
did it.
Yeah.
And honestly, there's just so much good TV that has come out. So it's just like the bar has never been higher for TV. It's like you gotta kick ass in TV.
Yeah. My sisters are fans.
We've become so spoiled though, because we're now just like, this is so not amazing. It's just like if we watched this 20 years ago, we probably thought it would have been pretty good, but now we just have too much that's amazing. So our bars are just through the roof. It's just like if you don't impress me in the first 5 minutes, I'm done.
Yeah. And then you would go back and see like, a lot of these classic shows, like they weren't good for the first season or two. There's so many of them that are like that.
Parks and Rec is a perfect example for me when I was watching Comedy. My brother told me skip the first season. I skipped the entire first season, just didn't even watch it because he's like it's such a slow. Like he's like you won't watch a show if you watch the first season.
You won't watch a show.
So I started weirdly enough watching it when Louis C.K. Was in it, and that's when it started getting good. But he wasn't in it for the whole thing. Obviously.
He was just at the
also,
he
did.
Wow.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
And there were potted plants around him that he just didn't know. He did play cop though. That's so weird.
Funny.
So.
Yeah. So moral of the story is Reena likes Louis C.K.
Oh, also
Reena
you missed
911.
it. You missed
Reena 911.
You missed it. Aaron
He beat the
surpassed
record.
it.
Yeah,
he got 47.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, how does it feel? Do you have a victory speech?
I don't.
Oh,
Good.
Good.
Thank you, I guess. Just. I mean, you invited me here.
Sure.
Like such trash.
That's right. It was all me. I did it.
I was like, okay, that sounds like fun. And so I was like, yes.
Listen, we're so glad you could make it. This is
Yeah.
a joyous experience. We found so much more about you, found it out. We digged in deep. You are just a funny guy and very chill dude to hang out with and be around. And we love that you brought a little tiny saxophone to smoke out of.
Yeah.
It's adorable.
And you're going home a champion, Aaron.
You
so
are.
yeah.
You are.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Everything hopefully
when I
goes
can
well
find
with
one.
your second shot.
Thanks. I am ready.
What is the first thing you're gonna be doing when
Sleep.
you're 2 weeks after that? And you're crazy?
Oh.
Yeah, no. Like 2 weeks after, like obviously once you get the second shot, you're gonna be a little more cash. But like 2 weeks after, when you're like, let's go to a really crowded place, like what are you doing? Nothing. No, you're not.
way.
Ready. No way.
Sleep.
Yeah.
You just
Never
take it as
again?
it comes.
No
Take it as it
concert?
comes.
Well, I do want to go to a concert. It hurts. I'm hurting. I know many people are.
Yeah.
It hurts.
Live music
Who is a bit like,
fills
oh
a
my
void
God,
in our
yeah.
souls. In
Your
our
soul
hearts,
is
it
just
does.
like,
yeah.
give me more.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It is a drug. Yes.
It is good.
Is there anything you'd like to plug? Or leave audience with last words before we sign off?
Be nice.
Thanks, Ellen.
No, but
Yes, listening to such
Yeah,
good
There's too
news.
many mean people out there. There's too many mean people out there. You don't have to.
Including Ellen.
No,
You don't have to
you
be
don't
one of
have to
them.
be that upset about it.
Yeah.
Calm down and be nice.
Yeah.
You're fine. you're fine. That's simply what it is. You're okay.
Amen.
Standards are getting higher, so things want to go like this, just like you said with movies. Happens with people. You're fine. We're all people. That's it.
Wise words from Aaron.
Wise
Very
words.
wise
Thanks.
words.
Yeah.
My one, that's yeah.
No, yes.
Yes,
My one friend said the pandemic made me wise, so I appreciate it. Grievous said the pandemic made me wise.
Well, thank you, General Grievous. We salute you. Have a good night. Enjoy your munchies.